Miriam, tell us what we can find inside this new LWF document on ecumenical commitments.
So the general aim of the document is to promote ecumenism, to give visible expression to the unity of the body of Christ. And the document aims at a more vibrant interaction between local ecumenical realities and global processes. It also wants to bring different forms of ecumenism, such as theological dialogues, joint witness and advocacy, and shared spiritual life into closer cooperation. And generally, it is a working document, and we encourage people to work with it, and we also very much welcome feedback.
So who is it principally aimed at? Who is your target audience?
The document is for people in our member churches, for our ecumenical partners, but really it is for everybody who is interested in how churches can work together more closely.
And how is the document itself structured?
The document comes in two parts. The first part gives theological reflections about ecumenism. It looks at the Lutheran understanding of ecumenism and also at LWF's ecumenical dialogues. And then the second part, and that's the core of the document. It contains 6 ecumenical commitments. And each of these 6 ecumenical commitments starts with a very strong self-commitment to ecumenism, and then it gives suggestions for practical application.
So these are 6 key ecumenical commitments. What are they about?
The first ecumenical commitment talks about the variety of forms of ecumenism that exist locally and globally, and how it is vital to strengthen the connections between the international dialogues, for example, and what's happening in parishes, and so that the local feeds into the global and vice versa. And then we are committed to using clear language when we are talking to each other in dialogue, because being accountable to our ecumenical partners also means that we really communicate clearly what we mean when we use certain terms. We are also committed to continuing and to renewing our bilateral dialogues.
What about the reception process? Because that's always an important question, isn't it?
Exactly. So our 4th ecumenical commitment is about reception. And there we want to make clear that reception is not a top-down approach, but rather it is about learning from each other and about communicating these learnings, our learnings, across different levels and communities. And this links also to our commitment to ensure that theological discussions are always rooted in the real life and experiences of our member churches. And then finally, we end with a spiritual commitment. We are pledging to pray more together and to translate the results of official ecumenical dialogues into ways of worshiping together.
So there's a lot of theological, spiritual, practical advice inside this document. Yes. If there was one message that you wanted people to take away from it, what would that be?
The message is that Christ's call to unity is at the heart of what it means to be church. It's also at the heart of what it means to be Lutheran. So our main message really is to be Lutheran is to be ecumenical. So do get involved in ecumenism.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.